If you hood educated, I'm glad you made it. Allow me to unfold my knowledge, wisdom, and understanding from a hood brother's point of view to all of you, here, there, and everywhere. Now check me out.
Because we wanted to see you be not like you ever again. But we choose not to. Because we still love you, nigga. All we want you to do is love us back for once. For once, all we want you to do is love us back. We didn't pray on your downfall. If you had a problem, it was our problem. Because we wanted to see you be great. We wanted to see you rise to the top. Because that was your position, my nigga. Your position was to be everything we dreamed to be one day, my nigga. But you want to get on this podcast and you want to talk about how you did this for people, how you did that for people. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. No, you didn't, nigga. You tell me can't nobody say nothing bad about you. Nigga, I can start and people will be like, God damn, Woody, when you gonna stop? Nigga, I knew you were doing bad, nigga. But because of my love for you, I ignored it. I said, man, you know, it is what it is. I'm hurting because of what happened to my best friend. So I don't care anyway. It make me feel better. Riding with you niggas. Condoning this stupid shit you doing when I know right for right. Wrong, nigga. But you want to get on the internet and pretend. You want to shit on here. Nah, nigga. You need to publicly apologize. Whole video, nigga. And you need to start with your family first, nigga. You need to start with your family, bro. Because you gave them so much hope just to let them down. But let's be for real. Let's be for real. You gave your family all that hope just to let them down.
I tell them ain't nobody nice as I am. For real. Yeah. For real.
Ain't no whoop they do. Ain't no whoop they do to this. Ain't no whoop they do to this. This I don't. But they just show y'all niggas ain't really want beef anyway. Niggas want always wanted to be cool. Straight up, niggas doing songs together. These niggas always wanted to be friends, man. Straight up, that's how I feel. All that playing, boy. You got people, family that's hurting. I don't care. You got family that hurting. Man, we can't be friends. We can't be friends. Straight up. We can't be friends, bro. It's over with, you know what I mean? I mean, then y'all niggas on the song talking like y'all out here putting in work. Y'all niggas ain't putting in no work. Y'all niggas ain't doing that but put lighter fluid to a fire. Y'all niggas in the studio rapping about shit, psyching nigga minds out. Got niggas out here crashing out just for y'all niggas to come back and be cool. Man, please.
Lil Woody, Lil Woody, come on, man. Don't look, y'all. Lil Woody, I'm talking about, is disturbed right now. I'm talking about he hot. He don't like what's going on with YFN Lucci and YSL Young Thug. He can't stand that. And the reason why he can't stand it is because back in the day, I don't know if it's currently going on, but YSL and YFN was in a deadly war, a gang war. And anytime there's a gang war, lives are going to be lost. People are going to be shot. People are going to be beat. People are, going to go to jail, right? All in the name of YSL or all in the name of YFN, right? This is gang warfare, right? So by him being Lil Woody, by him being ex-YSL, and by Young Thug being the leader of YSL, and YFN being the leader of YFN, Young Thug and YFN Lucci say, hey man, we cool. Let's lock it in, brother. We gonna make some music together. Not only that, whenever you go to a club, when I go to a club, we ain't got to be fighting, shooting, and stabbing each other, nothing like that. Man, we gonna see each other and show some respect and keep it moving. Check it out.
Ice in my ear. I tell them ain't nobody nice as I am. For real. Yeah. For real.
You know, we been through a lot. Feel me? You know, everybody lost people, we lost people. But shit, most important shit, we lost our time. You feel me? We had to be away from our family. So, you know, coming home, it's like, damn, what the hell can a nigga do to grow? We gonna keep doing this shit and then end up back in jail, one of our homies dead or one of us dead, or we gonna fix this shit and make this shit look good for the A. Feel me? So just like fuck it. Shit, let's do one. Some people gonna be mad, some people gonna be happy. But who cares? We gotta goddamn deal with the outcome of this shit. Gotta set an example for the young nigga. Cause if they don't see that shit, they ain't gonna never change. I got a son. Feel me? I don't want him to grow up like that. When I was locked up, you know, Savage reached out to me. He was like, man, what you think about getting on the phone with Buddy? And I was like, shit, man, I ain't tripping. I said, I ain't gonna do it in here though. When I come home, shit, we can put it together. Man, that shit just show growth. Nigga ain't no little boy no more. Nigga gotta do some grown man shit. I look at it. Pray for my enemy. How it come about? I don't wanna see no nigga in no situation that I was in.
Word of the day is, don't be looking for loyalty in these streets. There's no such thing as loyalty in the streets. You got niggas that's sitting in jail doing the rest of their life. You got niggas that's in their crime that ain't never getting up out of that motherfucker. Word of the day is, there's no loyalty in the streets. Don't let them trick you. Don't let them manipulate you. Don't let them fool you. No honor amongst thieves. That's the God honest truth. No matter how much you put your life on the line, fuck the streets. Fuck gangbanging. Fuck all of it. Because you're destroying your life. And don't nobody care about your life like you supposed to be caring about your life. Nobody's sitting in jail or in that ground but those that's in it. Thank you.
Y'all see what I'm saying? So now, Lil Woody, he don't agree with this. And he has good reason not to agree with this. And here's why I say that. Is because from my understanding and all the reports that I have gotten about YSL, Lil Woody was one of the riders. He was one of the sliders. I'm talking about if some work was getting put in, some real work, Lil Woody probably had his finger on it. He probably dealt in it in some type of way because that's just what he was known for as a YSL gang member. Not only that, Young Thug even put Lil Woody name in some of his songs to let everybody know, hey look, Lil Woody is YSL. Check it out.
I'm in Phillies. Ooh, fuck nigga try me, I swear I got Lil Woody pull up and pop at it nagging.
I hope they allowed y'all to see that video because sometimes they be tripping and stuff like that. But if they didn't, Young Thug is basically letting the whole world know that, listen, if you mess with me, I'm going to go get Lil Woody. And Lil Woody going to come through there with that thing and he going to spray it all up. He gonna kill something, in other words. So with him saying that, and with Lil Woody being mad, that just tells me that there's some truth to that rap when Lil Thug said that. And being that Lil Woody is mad, I can understand why he's mad. Because he was one of those ones that was going out there laying in the bushes, waiting, hard beating, sweating, paranoid, schizophrenic, putting in all that work for YSL. I don't know if he killed somebody. I don't know if he shot anybody. But I'm just, according to the streets, Lil Woody was like that. And so being that the streets are saying Lil Woody is like that, that means that there's some credible evidence out there in Atlanta that can prove that, hey, look, Lil Woody is like that. So now Lil Woody is thinking to himself like, man, all this work I done put in, all the shootings, beatings, stabbings, all the penitentiary chances that I done took in the name of YSL, only for you and YFN Lucci to be cool? Oh no, it ain't supposed to go like that. No, I done put in too much work for y'all to all of a sudden be cool. But to all the gangsters, to all the gang members that are watching my channel right now, please just follow me on this demonstration. Because we learning something. We getting a real hood education right now. Now, Lil Woody can be upset all he want to. But that doesn't change the fact that now they are cool. And so their beef is over. Now, if the young YSL members and the young YFN members want to still kill each other, stab and beat each other and go to jail and all that, that's on them. Because the leaders are saying, hey, look, we trying to live. We done with that. And hood educated, and on behalf of all the hood educated residents, man, I want to salute you two brothers. I want to give y'all a round of applause. And I'm talking about, listen, this right here is a beautiful thing for the African American community. Because here it is, two big-headed, ego, pride-driven men. Put it all to the side. Embraced each other. All right, brother. Made music together. Understanding that all the hell that they done caused, all the misery they done caused, but still said, hey man, look, it's over with. That's a beautiful thing. And let me explain to you why it's a beautiful thing. Because here it is, like Lil Woody, these gang bangers be expecting this shit to last forever. They really want to kill each other until there's no more gang members left. Until it's one man standing. That's what they really think. That's what they really believe. Man, we finna try to kill all of them. And it never happens. Never. But in their mind, that's what they be thinking. And this is what Lil Woody is showing us. This is what he is displaying us. He's upset because the killing about to stop. He's upset because the guys at the top is saying, hey, look, we done with that. Now, if they would have kept beefing and stuff like that, Lil Woody wouldn't have been making these posts and stuff like that. He'd have been like, hey, yeah, you know, hey, this how it go. But being that they done stopped, he got a problem with that. And so, this is what I gotta ask Lil Woody. Because you confusing hood educated, brother. They ain't doing no different from what you doing. Huh? Yeah, because last time I checked, you wasn't running around trying to kill YFN members. You ain't in Atlanta, you know, slanging that Draco like you used to, toting them guns and all that, shooting at people's drive-bys and now. You ain't doing none of that. You stopped. You see what I'm saying? You done. You done came to your senses and saying, hey, look, let me raise my daughter. Let me stick to my family. Let me get some money instead of doing all that. You see? So that's where you confusing me at, brother, because you know you out here saying, hey, look, I'm not about that. Stop the gang violence and all that. So why are you upset? It don't make no sense. And see, look, let me say this right here to all the gangsters out there. This right here is a prime example of your life. You are finna sacrifice so much for the gang. A lot of your friends is finna die for the gang. A lot of your friends is finna go to jail for the gang. And if you don't get out the way, you're gonna end up getting killed or you're gonna end up in jail for the gang. And for what? Because the end result of all that killing, misery, pain, and death, the end result is going to be what we seeing right now. The leaders. Hey man, we done with that. It's over with. We trying to live. We trying to get this money. That's how it's going to end. It's not going to end by y'all killing each other off. It's not going to end like that. Either the leaders of the gang or the people that y'all look up to the gang is gonna call it quits. Or I'm talking about luckily grow to a classic age where you're gonna call it quits and say, damn, I wasted all that time, all that misery and pain for nothing. Because you gotta understand something. In gang banging, you don't get no 401k or nothing like that. There's no pension, benefits, and all that old type of stuff. After you get done gang banging and you old and you bullet wounds all in your body, felonies everywhere, you can't get no job or nothing like that. Ain't nobody coming to help you. Ain't nobody coming to say, hey, look, check this out, man. Look, you are a soldier, brother. You spent 20 years of your life gang banging. You almost died twice. You got shot 5 times. You been to the penitentiary 3 times. You lost your brother, your cousin, and your best friend, but you made it. Here it is, brother. For you making it and sacrificing 20 years of your life of gang banging, we're going to give you a pension that you can live on for the rest of your life. You can sit back, kick your feet up. We're going to send you a check for $2,500 every 2 weeks for your good old service of gang banging. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen to you. You're going to be in the mud. Hurting, miserable, and only then are you going to understand that all that was some bullshit. That you put your life on the line for some bullshit. That you almost went to the penitentiary for the rest of your life for some bullshit. And now you stuck with felonies on top of felonies. People don't want to hire you. You don't have no education. You don't have no work skills, no trades, no nothing. All you know how to do is throw up gang signs and do this and go to jail. Smoke weed, drink liquor, pop pills. You are not employable. And if you do get a job, it's going to be a job breaking your back. It's going to kill you. That it's going to make you quit because you can't keep up. You see? So understand something, young brothers. You are sacrificing all that for nothing. You are not going to get a return on your investment. Period. The only return that you're going to receive on your investment of gang banging is penitentiary, death, pain, and misery. That's all they got for you. That's it. And so listen to what I'm saying. And like I always say, if you don't know me, you don't want to listen to me. Okay, I can understand that. But look at some of the older gang members. Some of them classic members. Look at some of them and go talk to them and ask them, say, man, when you was gang banging in 1982, what you think about that now? If they would be honest, they would tell you, man, we was dumb than a motherfucker, man. We was stupid. I'm glad I made it out, man. I done lost my best friend. I done lost my cousin. My brother locked up for life. Man, I'm talking about, man, I wish I would. Now I got to live with an old girl. I don't even like her. I don't even like her. She treat me like a dog, but I ain't got nowhere to go. I got to keep a roof over my head. My kids don't respect me because I was out there gang banging, didn't give them no love and care and attention. It's too much at risk. You wasting your life. You wasting your time doing that. And that's why Woody is so mad right now. Because now he understands, damn. Man, I wasted all that energy just for these dudes to get cool after everything. Everything I done did for YSL. Now y'all gonna get cool. Yeah. He feel played. He feel used. mistreated. And he is. And he has been. But that's the wonderful world of gang banging. That's how it treats you. That's how it do you. So you gotta understand, it feels good now. You laughing, giggling, you and your partners, y'all running around with them pistols and all that, smoking that good old Mountain Lion Kush, drinking on the finest, driving the finest, all that. But when it's all over with, you gonna be like, damn, dog, I shouldn't have did that. When I was doing my time, all the brothers, every single last brother, disciple, Crip, blood that I met that had life, all of them. Yeah, nah, man, I should have been thinking a little bit better, man. I shouldn't have did that. Hey, hood educated, man, when you leave, man, don't look, bro, don't get into that no more, man. That bad. You see us up in here, man. All of them. They all wish they can get one more shot, one more chance, but it's too late. And the cold-blooded part about that is this. The ones that are dead, the gang members that died in gang wars, they can't speak. They can't feel. They can't see. It's over with. They gone. But the ones that are alive, they gotta die every day in the penitentiary, knowing I'm not leaving here. I'm going to die here in prison. You don't want that. You don't want that. But if you keep going the way that you're going, you're gonna get that. I guarantee you, you're gonna get that. So, Lil Woody, look, brother, I understand your anger, but at the same time, you confusing hood educated, because you gotta understand, you gotta take some accountability. Because in your demo, you talked about loyalty and the streets and all that whole type of stuff. Yeah. But where was your loyalty? You see? Hold on. All the gangsters. Come on, this is education. I'm teaching y'all something. Where was your loyalty when you sat down in front of them detectives and gave them all that information? And then they played you. You didn't get what you wanted to get. They sent you to the penitentiary. Then you sat in front of the trial, in the jury trial, and said, I don't know nothing. And they showing you videotapes of you saying this, that, and the other. Now you saying you don't remember. But if you had loyalty to your gang and Young Thug, you wouldn't have never sat in that courtroom. You would never sat in that interrogation room. Because you'd have said, hey, look, take me to jail. This is YSL. I ain't trying to hear nothing. I ain't trying to say nothing. But you didn't do that. And so now you mad because they ain't fucking with you? Now you mad at them for doing what they wanted to do. You did what you wanted to do. You can't talk about loyalty, brother, because you didn't show it. But listen, to my gangsters that pay attention to my channel, we are learning. This is what gangs do and gang members do. They get into their feelings, they get upset and stuff like that, then they start telling. Then the telling don't go right. Now all of a sudden, now they mad at the people in the gang. No, it don't work like that. It don't work like that. And you talking as if you still want them to be into it. As if you want them to still be killing each other. Thought you was done with that. See? So, listen. Rethink, brother. Sit down and reevaluate your circumstances. Because, look, you was on the front line. You can be in jail for the rest of your life. You can be dead, but you survived. And being that you did, be grateful. Yeah, be grateful. instead of downing YFN Lucci, instead of downing Young Thug, man, you should be applauding them brothers. With them doing what they did, could end the war. It could end the war. Matter of fact, it probably can bring them brothers together and say, hey man, look, we done lost some, y'all done lost some, let's leave that alone. But you acting as if you want everybody to die. And it don't go like that, brother. Look, let me tell you something. When you think about the United States going over there in Iraq, Desert Storm, the Afghanistan war, and any other war that we've been in, people died. The United States Marines and soldiers and army men died. But at one point, our government and the other government say, wait, that's too much death. Too many people dying. We need a ceasefire. We killed some of y'all. Y'all killed some of us. Y'all going back home. We gonna stay over here. We sorry for what we did. We sorry for what we did. Let's just leave this thing alone. And people continue to live their lives. They're not trying to exterminate people. You can't exterminate YFN. YFN can't exterminate YSL. It's not gonna happen. These are two large gangs in Atlanta. It's not finna happen. So correct yourself, brother. Correct yourself. And I hope, I pray to the universal creator. I hope that a lot of gangsters are seeing this video and seeing I'm talking about the big picture of what Young Thug and YFN Lucci just did. Because it proves to y'all, and even Lil Woody, it proves to it proves to the riders, hey listen, I'm doing all this for nothing because at some day it gotta end. So I need to stop gang banging, shooting, stabbing, killing, and beating people now because I need to start living for my life. That's Lil Woody. YFN Lucci, Young Thug, they showing everybody, hey look, check this out. We can put our differences to the side and we can come together and embrace each other. We can even make money together. That's what it's about. Them men trying to raise their families. And you got the nerve to be mad at them for that? For trying to live? Come on, brother. Nah. You need to rethink and come on now. I know you way more intelligent than that. I understand you being upset and all that because of you feel mistreated. Hey, look, that's every gangster. You ain't the only one. You are not the only one. And this is not the first time that gangs done put their differences to the side. This is not it. But being that this is the most popular one, I hope and I pray that young brothers all over the United States of America are tuning in and looking at the big picture. Because let me tell you, brothers, something. All you young brothers that's gang banging and killing and stabbing and all that stuff right now, listen, you are Woody. Yes, you are Lil Woody. You gonna feel exactly how he feel. You gonna feel misused and treated because you done put in so much work for nothing. So instead of being Lil Woody, get out the way right now. Leave it alone. Start living for your family. If you got kids, put your kids before the gang, bruh. Put your kids before the gang. Do you want to leave your kids here to be raised by a stepfather? To be raised by somebody that probably don't even like them? Or be raised by somebody that do like them and might get to touching on your kids and stuff like that? You don't want that. It's too many of y'all done died already and left all these kids behind and left all these mothers behind. Because you in a penitentiary doing life or you in the ground. It's time we start doing some better thinking. It's time we start sitting down at the table and start communicating, talking, yeah, with your so-called opposition, yeah. Listen, we done had enough, bruh. Sit down at the table, man. These brothers right here did it. Why you can't do it? You ain't no different. To all the gangs, if you got ops, sit down at the table. You want to live. Look, man, I'm tired of y'all shooting up my nice fancy car. I got to keep going to go get paint jobs because y'all constantly trying to kill me. I'm tired of having to look over my back. Y'all stressing me out. I can't take my kids nowhere because y'all trying to kill me all the time. And we trying to kill y'all all the time. Look, let's stop. Let's pause. Let's communicate. We ain't got to be friends. We ain't got to see each other and be like, hey, man, hey, how you doing? How the family doing? We ain't got to do none of that. All we got to do is just stay out each other's way. Hey, listen, check this out, man. Too many people done died. Too many people done went to jail. Let's get some money and let's live. Let's raise our families. All we got to do is just respect each other. That's it. If you can sit down with your ops and do that, y'all winning. But if you got one, I'm talking about if you got one gang member, gang banger in your gang that says, I ain't with that shit, I don't care about that. You know what you do? You got to kick him to the curb. You got to get him out the neighborhood. And not only that, you got to let that opposition gang know, hey, this one is not with us. He still want to kill y'all. It's not us. But he still want to kill y'all. So if he come through that, hey, look, he on his own. We not backing him or nothing. We on this piece. We trying to get some money and we trying to live and raise our families. But him, he a fool. He want to die. Okay? So look, y'all can deal with him however y'all want to. Don't worry about us. And for the other gang, y'all got to do the same thing. Him, them over there, they still want to kill y'all. We not with them. We kicking them out the hood right now. You see? That's what you're going to have to do. Because if you don't do that and they come up and kill some or shoot some, they going to think it's all of y'all. They going to say, oh, they broke the peace treaty. And the reason why I'm letting y'all know this, and I'm talking from experience, that, listen, sometimes you can try to get peace and y'all can sit down at the table, but there's one slick, low down, dirty dog in the gang that don't want it. He don't want peace. He want to die. He want everybody else to die. He want to go to jail. Him. Yeah, that one right there. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Him. You got to get away from him. You got to get him out the gang. You got to get him out the neighborhood. He got to go. So that he would know I'm on my own. They don't mess with me no more. So if you want to go over there and do all that madness, they already know about you. They going to try to kill you. They already know about you. Because let me tell you something. It happens all the time. Somebody will even lie. Hey man, they just tried to jump me. Who? The dudes we just got the peace treaty with, man. They just ran up on me, man. Hit me all in the eye and everything. Chased me down the street. Shot my car up. Lying. Just because they want to be in the war. They want to be tough. You got to be careful. Very careful. So if you ever getting to sit down having a peace treaty and you got a knucklehead, man, get him up out of there. He got to go. By any means necessary. He got to. So before I depart, allow me to say this right here to Lil Woody. No disrespect to you, brother. Because I understand how it go and I understand how you feel. I understand that. But all I want you to do, I want you to look at the big picture, brother. And what you feeling the way that you feel it and expressing the way that you express yourself, it was a teaching lesson. And I hope that a lot of young brothers that are attached to these gangs and think they're in love with these gangs and trying to be loyal and all that type of stuff to these gangs, seen and witnessed with their own two eyes how gangs treat they main soldiers. This is hood educated, not lame related. Peace and love, and y'all take care of yourself out there. If I said anything that caused you to think, Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. And if you're feeling generous, please make a small donation to the channel. Peace and love.